Hi everyone, welcome back to Stage 4 Endo. This is your girl Miriam. I am 39 weeks. Woohoo! I am 39 weeks. I'm so excited as someone with endometriosis and fibroids, really fibroids, especially fibroids that have grown during my pregnancy, one being over the size of a tennis ball. So seeing that my baby actually made it to 39 weeks. It's just such a huge accomplishment and milestone for me and for us. So that is definitely worth celebrating. Anyway, what I want to talk about today is my birth plan and how I'm preparing my body to carry out that birth plan. So, my birth plan is really simple. You know, there's some details that I probably will leave out because I don't think they're relevant. But my basic birth plan is that one, I want to do it without medication. So that means no epidural, no pitocin, and also that I want to do it without an IV. That's two. IV, there's nothing wrong with IV unless you're allergic to it. But for me, I just found that in the past when I've had an IV, it was just one, annoying to have, to have to carry that everywhere, and two, I would get pain like in the arm that the IV was hooked up to, and I don't want to have that. You know, I know I'll be going through labor pains. I don't want IV pain while I'm going through labor, especially if I'm doing it without medication. So, another one, delayed clamping, skin to skin, those things, but that's really all after the baby has been delivered. So I'm just going to focus on the things relevant to, labor and, pushing, all those things. So I'm really hot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pregnant and this hair is hot. So you may see me fanning myself from time to time, okay? So the first thing, my first thing is going through labor without medication. So how I'm preparing myself is that my husband and I, we did get a doula, and she was great in teaching us some breathing techniques and birthing techniques, things to use to help me stay comfortable while I'm going through labor. So I've been practicing that. I've got myself a birthing ball, opening up, making sure my pelvic floor is strong and opening up my pelvis, just to make sure that my body is just being prepared. And I know that my body, although this is a first pregnancy, but my body has been equipped and is equipped with everything that it needs to deliver this baby. So I think that goes to my second thing, not only learning breathing techniques, but learning to go in with the right attitude. So that attitude is not one of fear, but one of trust. Trusting that, seeing how my body has been able to transform itself into this like beautiful, pregnant, just, I don't say machine, but this beautiful incubator. I've really been just in awe of how the female body is able to just transform itself to incubate a human being. And so just seeing how everything is just an autopilot, I didn't have to do anything. My body just knew how to do it. And I want to go into birth and I want to go into labor and delivery the same way, with that same mindset, that although Miriam has never given birth before, but my body, it seems like it will know what to do. And everything, including the pain, the cramps, the contractions, the cramps, but the contractions, it's all part of my body, my body's way of birthing this baby. And I call it my body engaging in or initiating birth protocol, so all the pain, possible tearing, hopefully not, everything that I'm going to feel is just my body initiating birth protocol and making sure that this baby's delivered. So trusting my body is number one, to do what it needs to do. Two is learning these breathing techniques. And somewhat I've heard that the best place to practice these breathing techniques is when you're doing a number two. And it's actually true. That's a bit TMI, but I like to be a little TMI, So yeah, breathing, having the right attitude. And when it comes to not having an IV, what I've been doing is actually staying hydrated. So let me show you guys what the container, excuse me, the container I've been drinking from. So this container right here holds about a gallon of water. So I've been drinking that every day. And just practicing and making sure my body's hydrated at all times. Because if I'm choosing to opt out an IV, I need to make sure I'm hydrated. I can't go in dehydrated and say no IV please. Like, come on. So I'm making sure I'm well hydrated. And another thing that has helped me is being on a plant-based whole foods diet. And I have to be real, during my second trimester, I had a serious fried chicken craving. I went through that phase for a couple of months, and I had my chicken. So I had my chicken. But my third trimester, decided to really just cut that out. Plus my craving was over, but cut that out. Focus on heavy greens, on foods that are actually high in folate, foods that promote or prevent, placenta abruption, things like foods. I have a few notes. So foods like chayote squash. So chayote squash, if you don't know what that is, it is a squash. It tastes, we use it a lot in the Caribbean. In Haitian Creole, it's called kokom. It's really high in folate. I think it has about 40% of the recommended daily value of folate. Kiwis are also high in folate. I've been eating a lot of those. Avocados I've eaten throughout my pregnancy. So a lot of foods that look like wombs are actually really good for you. Also, pomegranates. Pomegranates actually not only high in folate, but they're high in iron, high in vitamin K, and they help prevent preeclampsia, help prevent preterm birth. They also help prevent placenta abruption, and that's when your placenta actually detaches from your uterus before, which also leads to preterm birth. So a lot of these foods I've been making sure I've been incorporating them into my diet on a weekly basis. And another TMI thing is that during pregnancy, a lot of women get constipated. And I found that going back to that whole food, plant-based diet, making sure I'm getting proteins from, beans, peanut butter. I mean, I've been on a peanut butter craving. But anyway, there are a lot more places to get your protein than just meats. And so I found that going back to that diet has really helped my body and my digestive system, along with drinking plenty of water, just clean itself out and prepare so that when I'm pushing more baby than number 2. All right. So that has really helped me in this last stretch. So those are the things that I've been doing to help myself, make sure that this birth plan is carried out to the best of my ability. Now, I know going in, things may change, but it's really good that if you do have a birth plan, that you set yourself up to win and to be able to carry that out. So that's what I have. I'll give a little extra how I've been feeling. I've just been feeling like I'm tired. The only thing I like to wear are muumuus. Before I used to make fun of those back in the day, but oh my goodness, a muumuu or a sheet is the best thing to wear when your stomach is as big and your baby girl has dropped, where sitting down, where your stomach is sitting on your lap. Really, the best thing to wear is a muumuu. Get yourself a muumuu or wrap yourself in a sheet. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys so much. The next time I probably make another video, it's probably maybe after this baby's born. And I'll let you guys know if all went well with this birth plan. So until next time, bye. Oh, I think I have one more thing to say. I want to show you guys the size of this belly. Don't judge me. I am all belly, little face, but mostly belly, okay? I'm wearing a makeshift muumuu. Whoop. Oops. Excuse me. Bam. This is her. This is her. Boom. Boom. Anywho, thanks again for joining me. Until next time. Bye.